It was my first undercover mission for TF-29.
Wish something would happen. No inmates pass this line.
Hold on.
Only thing for you past this point is trouble.
The pain you experienced, it was from the chip they implanted during processing, right?
Yeah, it kicked in if I even thought of using any of my Augs.
So you were inside, stripped of your Augs, no badge, no backup, and the clock was ticking on the terrorist threat? What did you do next?
I knew from the brief that Guerrero was in B Block using the name Oscar Mejia. To get to him, I needed to keep a low profile, blend in, and follow prison protocols.
All right, Clanks. Level 3's run time in the yard begins now. Play nice and steer clear of restricted areas.
Those investors should probably choose their...
I don't want to hear you holding to the damn wall. Understand me?
In solitary confinement, your privileges are restricted to a minimum.
Am I looking for anything? Get out of here.
You got a problem?
I'll turn that
Shower
shower.
room is off limits until further notice.
Did you think you could trust this Dr. Flossie mentioned? Did you feel nervous or suspect something was wrong?
There was a chance he was walking me into something, yeah. And I didn't know how long it would take to find Guerrero. But losing the choke wasn't such a bad idea either. I had to think it through.
Water pressure's still low, but the A-block shower room is now open.
You're gonna get respect with those Augs.
really think that new guy's a cop?
I know he is, you idiot. Just can't remember his fucking name.
Let me get this straight. You found a biocell in a stuffed toy. With Flossie's name on it? Were you tempted to use it yourself?
There was a good chance the biocell would have given me access to my Augs, but it was clearly intended for Flossie. Not taking it to him could have jeopardized our relationship and the job.
Not sure what, but something is going on.
I hear the state just incinerates you when you die in here.
No.
Did you use the keycard Flossie gave you? What if it set off the alarms?
The keycard was the only clear advantage I had to reach Agent Guerrero in Cell Block B. It was a risk worth considering.
The modified biocell you were carrying could have given you an advantage too. You still weren't prepared to use it?
Being able to use my Augs would have helped a lot. But there was no telling what would happen if I didn't take the biocell to Red Shoes as Flossie wanted. I had a choice to make.
Tampering with door panels, electrical switches, or air vents is considered an escape attempt and will result in severe penalties and a week in solitary confinement.
And big breath out.
Any inmate found in a restricted area without proper authorization will be shot on sight. No exceptions. is strictly prohibited. Violators will be sent to solitary confinement for an extended period. Rioting or encouraging others to riot will add 24 months to your sentence.
We now turn to Mexico, and used as a Russian Federated States and alleged aid to the Mexican government to help stem the enormous violence in Ukraine. Since the Soviets were the Mexican government is accused by some of its elements of being nothing more than an extension of that government, the country's largest, most powerful cartel. In response,
I could think of spring
to reestablish safety and stability. Political analysts warn that
Respect other inmates, respect correctional officers, respect yourself, and most importantly, respect
Big shithead.
Mad dog.
Nothing to report.
Seems pretty useless.
way to avoid heartbreak through a correlation between the appliances and a happier household. The report concluded that having a brand new dishwasher or a fully automated self-cleaning cooking station means someone can spend more time relaxing or connecting with the rest of the family. I am sure
nothing.
Turning now to Europe, where the Augmented Rights Coalition continues to struggle in the face of sinking public opinion. Talks are under fire as people grow confused by their conflicting messages. After supposedly peaceful calls for change in Bern last week ended in violent demonstrations, accusations of financial corruption have now surfaced against ARC's leader, Dr. Talis Rucker.
We'll add 1 month to your sentence.
Foundation letter.
Quiet patrol's a good patrol.
Committing violence against another inmate, correctional officer, or automated security robot will add 3 months to your sentence.
This is bad. Real bad.
Little red shoes. You put that away if you aren't gonna use it.
So you made it into B Block. I can't imagine you started knocking on cell doors asking for Oscar Mejia.
Not exactly, no. I knew I had to keep searching. As long as I stayed out of sight, I'd find a way.
Then it should have started killing everyone.
Nope. I'm not thinking
B-Block
about
is
that
currently
shit.
under
I get
investigation.
paid to be a guard.
Inmates are not
I'm not
permitted
getting
near the crime
invested.
scene.
You're not at all curious.
Nope. They asked us to make sure nobody messes with the scene. And that is exactly what I'm doing.
You really don't care.
Nope. When my shift ends, I'm watching the game. You can do whatever you want.
Video communication with loved ones is a privilege, not a right. Your conduct factors into how much time you are allotted.
All I do is walk around. Seems pretty useless.
Some of these inmates will creep me out.
Sorry, boys. B-block shower room is closed for maintenance.
Tell me you heard that as well.
You lost Columbus? Because you're looking for trouble wearing that here.
Benny Machado. Friends call him Big Yacht. You know him?
Big Yacht? Jesus. Haven't heard that name for...
26 months.
20? Wow. It's been that long, huh?
So, do you know him or not?
Yeah, I know him. Look, we can skip the cloak and dagger. No harm playing by the book, but this far out the bosses can't hear us anyway. What are you doing here?
I'm with Interpol. Walters, TF-29. There's a potential terror threat. We need you to help us.
Whoa, whoa! Back up! You're here to pull me out? For a potential threat? You think I'm working on my fucking tan in here? I'm Dark Opal, remember? Do not contact under any circumstances.
We think this could be serious. Maybe the intel we have is a little thin, but it clearly suggests attacks are possible against several pro-AUG groups. I'm not sure that's a risk I want to take.
Did I just hear you admit TF-29's intel might be bullshit? You're a breath of fresh air, man. I think I like you already.
Look, if just one of these threats pans out, we're talking thousands of potential lives lost. Isn't it our job to protect them?
Yes, but TF-29's intel is wrong. It always is. Walters, what I'm doing in here is too important. No offense, but I'm not pulling out for a mate. Sorry.
I wouldn't have come all the way out here if I didn't feel this was important.
Hey, I understand. I'm not attacking you. Unlike our clueless bosses back home, I know exactly what you went through just to get here. What's all this got to do with me anyway? I'm organized crime, not terrorism. Interpol knows that.
We arrested 2 suspects on an AUG smuggling charge. They let slip about the attack during interrogation, but now they won't talk. We've ID'd them as members of the Junkyard Gang. Dombrowski and Martin.
Jesus, are you kidding me? Dabrowski and Martin? That's like Laurel and Hardy planning the moon landings. No wonder they're not saying anything. They don't know shit. This terror threat of yours, it's nothing but hot air, Walters.
Alright, so maybe you know someone who can give us a better lead. You've been inside Junkyard for 2 years now, Agent Guerrero. You know these guys better than anybody.
Agent Guerrero? Come on, man. You sound like one of them talking. We're not like them. Call me Mejia.
Fine, Mejia. We need to get you transferred out of here as soon as possible, so you can talk.
I told you I can't. Look, Walters. Junkyard is... It's taken years to get them to trust me. If you knew what I...
Ho-ho! Been a while since I boot-fucked the door. Haven't lost my touch. Hello, boys. This a private party?
This has nothing to do with you, Stinger. You should know to mind your own business.
Oh, I am. I think our friend here will understand that.
Friend?
Oscar Mejia, I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of Ian Wilberg. Cook this beaner.
Man, whatever the hell... Back off!
Oaks! So helping God! What? I can shot something that you dead.
He's up! Stanger, he's up!
About goddamn time. I'm gonna get a look at him. Move. You and me? We need to talk. Get out of here. Make sure no one bothers us.
But Chief, what about the riot?
I said out, dipshit! Look, Walters. What happened in the shower was a mistake, all right? But it wasn't my fault. If Junkyard would have told me you were coming, none of this would have happened.
So, you let Stenger believe that you were with Junkyard. Why not break cover, now that Guerrero's life was on the line?
Stinger was into something dirty. There was no telling what he would do to protect himself. It was better I stayed under and got into solitary on my own.
But you still had to make your way through a prison riot to do that.
Having full use of my AUGs could have made things easier. So I had to decide. Get to the infirmary and talk to the fixer, or do things the hard way.
Or deadly force will be used. Penalty House Father Correctional Facility is now under lockdown. The riot response team is on duty.
Reporting to you live from Texas.
Quality, excellence, center, restoring the past and new
Red Shoes started eating it by himself. No shit. Red Shoes did it? Hold on, will ya? No shit. Red Shoes did it? No way he did it alone. I heard there was one in his
Participating in a riot is a serious offense and will have an impact on the length of your sentence.
some rest.
All right, Ted.
Do a day and get some rest. But you didn't. Oh, honey.
All inmates must dispose of their weapons, return to their cells, and await further instructions.
Task Force protocols dictate that you should have called for an immediate extraction. Going against protocol could have jeopardized the mission.
If Agent Guerrero was right and our intel was wrong, then the mission had changed. Terror attack or not, Agent Guerrero wasn't going to be any help if he was dead.
You're confused. Focus on your memories, Adam. Tell me what you remember.